I think we got scammed somehow. I get the impression that somehow that ad was either just a bait ad, it was a fraudulent ad, and their plan all along was to ask for a security deposit, at least in English, that's what we would call it, and somehow run off with the money. John, it was an apartment, unfurnished apartment in a big building up in Nakia. I saw the ad. I don't speak much Spanish, and so I saw an ad on a Facebook group, and I referred it to my girlfriend, my new girlfriend, recent girlfriend, and let her follow up. And so that's the one that I'm talking about. It was $750,000 a month. It looks like it's pretty nice. And now, I will tell you this, your places are absolutely gorgeous. They're like movie set quality. But I don't have that budget. I live on $1,850 a month, Social Security. Plus, I'm starting to earn a little bit online. I used to write a lot of articles, and I'm starting to do it again and do some, websites and stuff like that. But I just don't need fancy places. Now, I know that a place like you've got, for the money, it's much less than it would be in the U.S., but I'm sorry, I'm just, I'm on a budget, and I just can't pay it. I'm only paying $880,000 here where I am right now, and frankly, it's a studio apartment, and it's nice, it's furnished and it's clean and kind of like grandmother's house, but it's nice. And but I have to leave. There's a lot of tourists here, and some people, a couple of them complained to the landlady and said that I was making too much noise at night, which is not actually right. Part of the reason they were saying that is because there's the bricks that are in part of the wall. They got like gigantic holes in it. You could put your arm through there. So the soundproofing is not as good as it should have been. If I'd have seen that when I first moved in here, or before I moved in here, I probably would not have taken this place. But at any rate, I told her that in spite of the fact that I thought these other people were crazy, there was two of them that complained. There's only one of me, so I said, okay, I'll just, to make everybody happy, I'll just leave. So that's why I'm leaving, but I don't really want to. Okay, but I'm sure you don't have any problems selling your places. By the way, I make apartment and home and videos, like for real estate listings, and I need to make some for my portfolio. I'm going to be setting up a website. They're very nice. And if you don't do any video marketing for your places, we ought to get together, and I'll kind of show you some samples of what can be done, and I'll do you one real cheap, okay? John, I think it's just one. You said how many bedrooms? I think it's just one. I noticed it was clean. Based on the pictures, it was clean. I know my girlfriend, Gabrielle, she was up there. She said she thought it was very nice, and it was near the metro station. And so that was valuable. I appreciated that. I kind of like to be closer to town, but, it's not a big deal. I work most of the time anyway. I work online. We didn't really have any reason to pay for 2 bedrooms anyway, because it's just me and Gabrielle. And she's got a little 8-year-old daughter who's a very nice young lady. She's very well behaved. So that's it's a crazy way to do business, I know. But I'm going to see if I can find that same ad. I don't even know if it's still up, but I think Gabrielle still has well, matter of fact, she probably does. She has the picture I sent her. I'll text her and ask her to send it to me. John, my understanding is that we did not, which is actually the way that I would prefer it, of course. I've been here where I am right now for about 6 months, and did not sign a lease here. But no, to answer your question, no, my understanding is we did not. John, do you speak English, or do I need to text you? I want to be clear on that. I have some information to share with you. Long story short, we are back in the market again. It looks like we might have gotten scammed on that very small deposit that we put up. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. And if you want to continue the discussion and try to help us, then I'm open-minded to it, since I've already given you most of the details, right? Well, John, I don't know if it's it doesn't change what I have to do. I don't know how relevant it is, but basically, some guy initially, when my girlfriend Gabriella talked to the lady at the ad, I have a copy. I have a copy of the ad too. Somehow, after talking to her, Gabriella was contacted by a guy. I don't think that I'm aware of what his name was, but was contacted by a guy, and he said that she needed to deposit, actually initially it was $150,000 into a Bank Colombia account in essence, in order to hold the property. So we did that, and somehow Gabriella only, I don't know why, but then later on I was telling Gabriella, we were talking about, finances, and she gave me back $50,000 of that money. Anyway, she sent him $100,000, and apparently he accepted it. And then so today, Gabriella was in communication with the lady. I wrote her name down. And she said that she never received that deposit. And I'm not sure what, because Gabriella doesn't speak English, and my Spanish, of course, is very limited, although my Spanish is better than her English, I will say that. But so I'm not sure how this guy got into the mix. But I know when Gabriella called me this morning, she was very distressed. And we got scammed somehow. I get the impression that somehow that ad was either just a bait ad, it was a fraudulent ad, and their plan all along was to ask for a security deposit, at least in English, that's what we would call it, and somehow run off with the money. So, but it's going to take a while. Gabriella has the guy's Bank Colombia account, so I don't know what the legal procedure would be to follow up. But it sounds to me like it's a case of fraud. The only thing I don't know is who in English we say the perpetrators are. But it was only 100,000 pesos, and that's not really that much money. So it doesn't change our situation that we will still need to move sometime between the 5th and the 9th of next month. So I hope that's sufficient explanation, okay? John, actually, no, I did not. My understanding from my Gabriella was that we were supposed to go up there, or maybe just her, but we were supposed to go up there and actually get the key, which I thought was kind of strange that they were going to give us the key when we had not actually paid for it. But at any rate, I don't speak the language. I don't know the customs. She was dealing with them, and that's just what I was told. But my understanding, no, I did not see it, and I think we were going to. So that's what's going on. Anyway, I don't see any sense in talking about that now. It's as we say in English, it's water under the bridge, or we also say it's spilt milk, okay? My needs are still the same, all right? So let me know if you can help me, all right? Bye.